Hi, welcome to Ramnathim Ganitshala. In the previous session, we studied set theory. It was an introduction, and we studied a couple of things like what is a finite set, what is an infinite set, what are disjoint sets, and what are overlapping sets. And we also represented the set in one particular way. So, in today's session, we are going to see more ways of representing a set, right? So let's get right into today's class, right? So how can you represent a set, right? There are four methods, four ways of representing. Ways of representing a set. One is statement method, the second one is tabular or roster form, the third one is rule method or also called as set builder form, and the fourth one is pictorial form or the Venn diagrams. All right, so these are the four ways that you would study or you would encounter in your textbooks till class 9 or class 10. Okay, so these are the four ways. Now you would ask me, how do they differ, right? So let's start taking some few examples. Let's start with this, right? Let's say there is a set which has even numbers less than 10, right? A statement form or a statement method would actually state this in a very clear way in a statement form. So for example, let's say I can write the set of natural numbers less than 10. So let's consider the first 10 natural numbers, right? So in a statement form, rather let's call it statement form, right? Statement form. So in a statement form, I can say that it's a set of natural numbers less than 10. Now how would you denote that in a tabular or a roster form, right? So let's see how we can do it. We have studied this in the previous chapter, wherein you represent a set by two curly braces and the individual element or the members you separated by commas, right? So let's do that. So you can denote the same using this 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Less than 10, so I am only considering from 1 to 9. Natural numbers, it starts from 1, okay, all the way till 9. Okay, so this would have 9 natural number. Just in case I said 10 earlier, I am sorry. The set of natural numbers less than 10 would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? How would you represent using a rule method or a set builder in a set builder form, right? So I can say a set of x, okay, such that this is such that this is such that in mathematical language. So a set of x such that x belongs to natural number x, this is belongs, okay. A set of natural number is denoted by capital letter N, okay. So is a set of x such that x belongs to a natural number and, okay, and this is, you just comma denotes an and here, okay, and x is less than 10, right? Does it make sense? So it's a set of x such that x is a natural number or x belongs to the set of natural number, which is correct, belongs, this is belongs, and x is less than 10, okay. In a pictorial form, how would you denote the same thing, right? In a pictorial form, naturally you guessed it right, you would have to draw a picture, okay. Let's say we draw a circle, okay, and I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a set, and which are the members of that set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So this is the pictorial form of that statement, the statement we made saying that the set of natural numbers less than 10. This is the tabular or the roster form, right, which we introduced even in the previous session. This is the rule method or the set builder form, and this is the pictorial form, right. So in this, our focus is on these two, tabular or roster form and rule method or set builder form only. The Venn diagram, there is a complete section that we would be doing in the next session. So that would be entirely based on Venn diagram. So I am not going to spend time today. So we are going to look at how you can represent the set. You are familiar with the tabular or the roster from the previous class. So today we would give one, try to come out with the other form, right? And statement form is pretty simple. We have been formulating those statements even in the previous class. So just go through this for a while and then let's move on to the next part, right? Okay. Alright, so but before moving on to the next part, I would like to add a few things, right? Now there are some well defined set like the set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, right, set of integers, set of rational numbers, right? How do we denote those sets, right? Like I said, x is belongs to a natural number, right? In the previous example wherein we were giving the rule method or the set builder form, right? So at that point of time we use this symbol, right? So it means belongs to. So x belongs to a natural number, right? And how did we know that this is a set of natural numbers? So these are the well known things that you should know, okay? So now let's start with this, okay? N usually denotes set of all natural numbers. You know what are natural numbers, right? Starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are natural numbers. W, capital W, denotes set of all whole numbers okay. Then you have I or Z, which denotes set of all integers, okay. Then you have R, set of all real numbers, Q, denotes rational numbers all this thing is important, because if you are while writing it in the rule method, right, if they say x belongs to rational numbers, so then probably you need to write this, right. So just remember these points. All right, now what more do we have? I think that should be sufficient for the purpose that we are dealing with here, right. So I think that should be good enough. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers can be capital Z or I, okay, and real numbers are R, and rational numbers are Q, okay. So that should be good. All right, so this is good. And if you want a little bit extra, you can say Z set of I'll write it a little lower, Z plus set of all positive integers, Z minus set of all negative integers. Typically this is, just remember this, okay. And similarly I guess we also have it for Q plus set of all positive, okay, rational numbers and R plus, this is positive real numbers, sir. Great. So I think this is it. Just keep your eyes open, just see, and let's take the example, okay. All right, so I think this is good. Okay. All right. All right, first problem is coming along. Okay. A is a set of all integers, right? Right. So I can write it as -2, -1, -0, okay. So this is the tabular form. The same one I can write it as A is a set of X such that, this is such that X belongs to, this is belongs to what? Integer. Can I say I or Z? Solved, right? Now this is much simpler. All right, this is good. All right, so let's move on to the next problem, right? So the next problem is B is a set of even natural numbers. So it's even natural numbers. Okay, let's start with the tabular form. Okay, even natural numbers. So even is to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on and so forth, right? These are even numbers and natural numbers too. So even natural numbers. So this is the tabular form. This one is tabular form. How about, can you try writing it in the rule method, the set builder form? Alright, if we have tried already, let me also try and show you what it is. Okay, so this is B is a set of X such that X is 2n, X is this is equal to 2n and n is a natural number. Will it work? Let's see. N is a natural number, so basically it is 1, this becomes 2. N can go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And so on and so forth. If n is 1, this will become 2, which is correct, right? The set of 2, 4, 6, 8. So n is equal to 2, this becomes, x becomes 4. N is equal to 3, x becomes 6. So essentially this is what this is, correct? So B is a set of X such that X is equal to 2n and n belongs to the set of natural number. Okay, so essentially both are same. This is a tabular form, this is a rule method or a set builder form or set builder form. Great. Now this was easy. Let's try what we have in the next example. Okay, all right. C is a set of odd natural numbers. Okay, C is a set of all odd natural numbers. Okay, all right. Now C, let me denote in the tabular form. Can I say 1 is a member because it is odd and a natural number? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Okay, this is the tabular form or roster form. How about the rule method or the set builder form? Let's see. C is a set of Y. Let's take Y this time. Okay, C is a set of Y such that Y is equal to 2n minus 1. Okay, because 2n minus 1 would always be odd. Okay, and n is a natural number. Can I say, let's see whether I am right or wrong here. Okay, n is a natural number, so n will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and so on. Let's try whether I am making a mistake. If n is equal to 1, what does this become? This becomes 2 minus 1, that is 1. So y is 1. Y will be 1. If n is 2, 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 1, y will become 3. Correct? Just see whether we are getting the same. If n is equal to 3, 3 2s are 6 minus 1 5, y is 5. Right? More or less we are getting, not more or less, we are getting the same. So I guess I am right. Okay. So this is correct. Now let's see if I do this. Okay. Can we also write it as y? C is a set of y such that y is equal to 2n plus 1, because even 2n minus 1 is odd and 2n plus 1 will also be odd. Okay, so let's see if this works. If n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, I put it here, it becomes 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So y will be 3. If n is equal to 2, it becomes 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Somehow we are not getting a 1 here in this case, right? 2n plus 1. So what should I do? There should have been a 0 here somewhere. If 0 was here, 2 into 0, it would have been 0 plus 1, y also 1 would have come. In which case do we get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Only in the case of whole numbers you will start it from 0. So in that case, this becomes n is a whole number, right? If n is a whole number, it will start from 0, 4. So if it is 0, 2 into 0, 1. So you will get 1, 3, 5, 7, just like the earlier one, right? So think about it, both are correct and both are the rule method. Just that if n is natural number, this is correct. If n is whole number, this will be correct. Okay, so both are, just think about it, use your mind, use your brains, understand it so that you can play with all this, right? Don't just study it by heart. Okay, understand it and things will be easy. So this was the rule method. Okay, so this was the rule method. All right, so both are the same and this is the tabular form, anyway you know it, right? Now let's take an example and let me see if you understand what you mean by factors. All right. So D is a set of all factors of 40, correct? So all factors of 40. How do I do it? Can I say D is a set of all factors? What are factors? Factors are those numbers which divide 40 exactly. So factors of 40 are those numbers which will divide 40 exactly, right? So 1 into 40, okay, 2 into 20, 3 does not divide, 4 does not, yeah 4 does, 4 into 10, 5 8s are, and that's it, 6 6 are 36, yeah, that should be fine. So these are all the factors of 40, right? So let me write it, 2 4 5 8 10 20 40, right? All right, so this is good. Now how about, now this was the tabular form. Can I write D is a set of K such that K is a factor of 40? I can write this, right? So this is the rule method or the set builder form. All right. So in some cases you may see that x belongs to a natural number or the set of natural number. How would you denote if it does not belong? This means does not belong. X does not belong to the set of natural number. Okay. So this is how you denote. Okay, does not belong. All right, let's do. Okay, so now let's go on to the fourth one. Alright, so the fourth one, find the proper subsets of the set C. So this is in the rule method. So C is a set of x such that x square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. So before we find out what are the elements or members of this set, we need to solve this, right? Because x is a member, C is a set of x such that this is true. Okay, so let's solve this quadratic equation, right? Equal to 0. I can write it as x square minus 5x minus 4x. We are going to solve, we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equation in subsequent lectures. So just see this for the moment, okay? So therefore, it means x, we'll just take this, x minus 5 minus 4 x minus 5 is equal to 0. So therefore, x minus 5 x minus 4 is equal to 0 implies x is 5 or x is equal to 4. So C is a set of x such that this is true, right? So in that case, C becomes 4, 5 or 5, 4. The order does not matter. So C has two elements, 4 and 5. Now what are the proper subsets? So what are the possible subsets of this? We studied in the previous class, is one an empty set, okay, or possible subsets, okay. So either we can have 4, a set having just a single element 4 is also a subset, a single element 5 is also a subset, right, or you can have 4, 5, right. If you have two elements in a set, the number of subsets, possible subsets would be 2 raised to how many elements? 2 is equal to 4, okay. Did I get 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, proper subsets are those subsets. Proper subsets of C would be those sets which has at least one element less than this. So this is same as this. So this cannot be included in the proper subset. So this becomes, see, empty set is 1, 4, all the elements of 4, all the elements of this set are in this, plus this has some more. So 4 is a proper subset, 5 is also, this one is also a proper subset because element 5 is there in this. Also C has some more elements, in this case one more element, so this is also a proper subset. This is not, because 4 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 5 is there, and they both have the same number of elements or members. C has nothing more than this. So definitely C is not this guy is not a proper subset of the set C. Alright, so this is good. So these are the proper subsets and that is what we found out. Okay, so right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. All right. So let's finish this session with one more example. Okay. So consider a set E. Okay, which looks like this. It is in the roster form: -6, -3, 0, 3, 6, 9 and so on and so forth. So how can we write this in the this is in the roster form. Okay, what we need to write down is in the ruled method or set builder form, right? Can we see that they are on both sides of the number line, so integers, okay, and they differ by 3. Can I say E is a set of X, okay, where X belongs to the set of integers? Okay, this is fine. If I only leave it here, it means that it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? We need to capture the multiple parts somewhere. So we have to add something after this. Okay, can I say X equal to 3n? Let us see. Okay, but then what is n going to be? Let us see. Rather than that, let us remove this part from here. Okay, let's rewrite it. Okay, see, this is how we think. Okay, that's what I am showing you. X is equal to 3n. Instead of x belonging to integer, probably I'll say n is an integer. Would we get the same result? Okay, let's see. N is an integer means n is equal to minus 2, minus 1. We'll take some examples, 1, 2, 3, right? Let's see whether x is multiple of, whether we get x as this, right? So x will become minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. I get to see this. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. Great. 0 into 3 is 0. 1 into 3 is 3. 6 and 9 and so on and so forth. And E is a set of x. So which means E is a set of x, and these are the elements, values that x can take. So yes, we have got the same, we have represented the same set in a set builder form, right? Great. Then I think that brings us to the end of today's session. Hope you liked today's session and you learned something, right? Please subscribe to my videos, tell your friends about the work that I am doing, and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you would be the first one to be notified, right? And yeah, so I hope you learned how you understood how we can actually represent set in a tabular form or the roster form, and also the same set in the tabular or roster form, how do you represent using the set builder form or the rule method, right? So in the next session we will be looking at Venn diagrams, right? And things are going to get very interesting in the next class. So take care guys, and till we meet next time, God bless. Bye bye.